Thanks, I forgot to unmute myself. The usual problem, ain't it? I wasn't saying anything important. Yes, now you can, now you should. I was just saying that today's stream won't last that long because first of all I had to delay it. Secondly, my father, the reason why I had to delay it is because my father just decided, I'm gonna go leave and do some stuff without telling us, like before 5 minutes until he left. Not even 5 minutes. I wasn't told anything, I just saw it happen. So I had to wait to help my mother with stuff that usually my father helps her with. So yeah, and also, I don't know, she might call me down later as well, so the stream might be shorter. Even though I wish I could have it longer. Okay, anyways. My idea for today's stream was... Let me pop out the window, stupid window. I follow quite a few VTubers on Instagram, Twitter and Instagram. I was thinking maybe I draw a few of them. Like just sketches, and probably chibi as well, because I won't get anywhere if I draw like full body. There are some that I found that look very adorable and I really want to draw them. You just have to find them. God, coffee fucks up my throat, I don't know why. But it's actually a good one. I like the flavor. Funny enough, coffee. I got coffee because I had no time to make myself some tea. Even though I don't handle coffee very well. But you know.
Did we get a
No. I didn't know that's a video. I just wanted to click on the picture. Maple is being noisy. Also, hello party. Now she's going to bed. Why are you screaming, girl? I had a very weird anger attack earlier today because of nobody telling me shit, and then I have to like adjust all the time and I cannot make plans and I hate it. So I took the vacuum cleaner and I aggressively cleaned my floor, the floor of where I'm like having my room. Yeah. No name calling for you today. Wow. That's fine. God, fuck. I hate this. Need to drink water. Yeah, I was aggressively cleaning the floor. My mother was like, "Are you done cleaning?" I was like, "Yes," because she actually asked me if I could. Oh god, you scared me. My mother actually asked me if I could clean this floor today, this evening, or tomorrow morning. And I was like, well, since I have to postpone my stream by an hour, I might as well do that. And I was so pissed that I was so aggressively cleaning the floor that my lower back was just hurting after it was done. But I just thought I heard someone scream. I guess I imagined it. Why are you bonking me? Quiet potato. The bear. Yeah, the bear is part of the basic thingy. Definitely. I mean, I'm not going to apologize for like staying away because obviously I had my reasons, and me having mental breakdowns on stream after losing Neko and actually the dog Luna. She died as well. which I'm still kind of in denial about it that it happened. Because the thing that actually happened was on, I believe it was a Friday, right, when I said that I'm not going to stream. I didn't see Neko anywhere, and I asked my mother if she has seen her. And basically, I saw, she heard me call her name, my cat, and I saw her kind of try to crawl out of underneath a bench. I was like, okay, there she is, so I just prepared her food in the kitchen, but I usually tell my mother, okay, the food is in the kitchen, if she gets up, you can give it to her. Because, like, she likes to be with my mother outside, and, yeah, I think I was in the kitchen. I wanted to make my breakfast at some point, after doing all my chores that I do every morning. And then my mother was like, can you come outside? But please don't be upset. And I was just like, the way she said it already sounded like it wasn't something good, right? And I just ran outside and I was like, is she dead? She was like, no, but she seems like she can't use her back legs. And my brain is working in a way that I always try to analyze things immediately. I like logic. If people tell me things and I don't see logic in it, then I have an issue believing them. And basically I started to think, okay, what could have happened to her? Our wall around our garden is pretty high, so getting hit by a car is pretty unlikely, because she would have needed to somehow get into the garden. If her back leg got hit, that's impossible, because she wouldn't be able to jump, right? And basically I made an appointment at the vet, and she kept getting worse, and the appointment, like, they were so full that it was like after 3 p.m. Basically my little sister and I just spent the entire time with her and waited until it was 3 p.m. and then we went to the vet together, and we were basically told, okay, Neko was already like a heart-sick cat. She got diagnosed at the age of 4 or 5, and she's been fighting for 2 years, so she was 6 or 7 when she died. And basically we went there and she just had one leg. It's like when they have that, you imagine like the cat, like she can stand on her front legs, right? But like one of her hind legs kind of goes like this. Like she can still walk with one of her back legs, but the other one doesn't properly work. It's like curling around on a paw, and it gets worse and worse as bad as the situation is, depending on that. And first it was just one of her legs, but the next day it was both, meaning it got worse. The thing is, we kind of bought her like cat milk, so she has something to eat. And she inhaled that. We also mixed in like an egg yolk from our own chicken, so she has some nutrition as well in it. And she inhaled that, and I was relieved that she ate that, because like if an animal is like close to dying, they usually don't eat or drink. So we made sure that she drinks and eats. Then basically at one of the days, her personality seemed to be kind of coming back for like a short while. Obviously when they get sick, they just lay there, usually if it's really bad. But at some point I spent like my entire Sunday with her, because I was so worried and obviously crying, because I knew what would happen. I was just not ready for it to some degree. And basically in the evening. I don't even remember. I was crying so hard that evening that I have issues remembering properly. I know my oldest brother was around, but not because of that. Like, he wanted to come anyways, but like bad timing, I guess. You guys. Anyways, I just remember I went into my little sister's room because that's where we had her, so she had like a room to herself. She kind of wanted to be alone. Like, she liked us petting her for a bit, but she got kind of bothered if we paid too much attention to her, because it's just her personality, always has been. So we decided, okay, my little sister spent like most of the time in my room, and we gave Neko the space she wanted, and went to check on her quite often, made sure she drank and stuff. We gave her like a hot water bottle, because another problem with thrombosis is that the legs get very cold, and obviously that makes the bleeding in your veins harder to probably happen. And well, that Sunday I remember going into my little sister's room. I don't remember what exactly I wanted to do. I just kind of was looking for her, and I think I tried to give her water, but she denied it. She didn't eat or drink anything the entire day. Like, I feel like we might have worsened the situation, because her medicine was like really necessary, so we had to force it manually. Like, we had to hold her down and stuff it down her throat. It might be that we kind of injured her in the morning when we gave her her medicine, and that kind of led to her not wanting or being unable to drink anymore. But like, I just remember sitting there, and I put her back on her spot, so she would like lay on there and not crawl around trying to stress herself even more. And then my little sister came in, and she saw me crying, and I'm normally the kind of person who I don't like crying in front of people. Makes me feel weak and vulnerable, and I don't like to show that side to people. So yeah, I don't know, I cried, and she basically just came there to hug me. And there's actually a really deep reason why letting go of Neko hurt so bad in that moment. And I basically told her that. I told it, I don't know, to at least one of my friends, the exact reason why it is so painful. And like, I didn't tell that to people because it's really personal. And basically, I remember just my head was like on my little sister's lap, and I remember I wanted to check on Neko, how she's doing, and I looked at her, and she was laying there on the floor, and my heart stopped for a second, because I thought she just died in front of me, and I didn't even hold her or anything. But that look was like the final, okay, I can't do this to her anymore. So I kind of just had a discussion with my little sister while crying and kind of being unable to properly function. And I told her, well, I don't know, we have to call the vet. It's Sunday, but she gave us her number and was like, if anything happens, you can call me. Like, I had my internship there, so she's like a really nice person. I really trust her, and like, yeah, whatever. Basically, yeah, we went downstairs, and I was obviously sobbing, and I told my mother she's not going to make it. This doesn't seem good. She's not doing fun. But like, my mother was like, "Hey, go call the vet then." And I was just, I felt like she was mad at me because I wanted to do it on my own, but I had to gather myself first because I was just uncontrollably crying. And obviously my father kind of noticed that something wasn't right. I didn't tell him because he's like really, he tends to give up really unnecessary comments. that just makes situations more painful than they already are, which is why I was like, this is an asshole move not to tell him, because Neko really loved him. He was like one of her favorite people alongside my little sister. And basically I wanted to go tell him, but he came into the room already asking what's wrong. And I just remember telling him, Neko is not going to make it. She's at her end after 2 years. She can't keep going. And I picked her up and I just started crying and breaking down and like telling Neko, I'm so sorry, I couldn't do shit for you anymore. I'm so sorry. And he just took her out of my arms, and then I had a mental breakdown in the arm of my little sister and my older brother. Cried so hard that the next day my eye was actually like, one of my eyes was swollen and hurt like I legit felt like I ran into a door. And yeah, that evening the vet came and we buried her. The same evening my brother shoveled the grave out for her, because I already knew where I'm going to bury her. So that was Neko. I was like, after she passed away, I knew that she was in a shit ton of pain, probably. We tried to help her, but obviously it didn't. It just got worse, and keeping her alive, making her suffer even more, wouldn't have been fair to her either. She fought so bravely. And I was kind of relieved that her pain is now over. And like, despite having some regrets, obviously, I'm always wondering if I had been a good enough owner. With every pet that passes away, it doesn't matter which one. My family kind of tried to reassure me it was the right decision, and all that. Yeah, they do. And you do as well, even if you are in denial at first. But like with Neko, I knew what was coming, which was why I, after crying and accepting what will happen now, after knowing once the needle gets injected, she will be gone, because it works within like 2 seconds, I felt like I still miss her. I sometimes have like habits, but they will be gone eventually as well, because I will be used to the fact that she's not around anymore. Also, the day she got diagnosed with heart issues, I had a really bad mental breakdown as well. Even more so because my mother tried to keep that information from me. It was absolutely accidentally that I heard it. And I remember just crying the corner of that room. Until I was obviously like crying uncontrollably that day as well, which is why people kind of noticed that I was crying, and it was hard not to hear. But yeah. Basically, I was prepared for this. Everyone knew that this day will come sooner or later, or that she will eventually run away and die of a heart attack or something. Everyone knew that, which was why it sounds so mean, but it was easier to move on. Because it wasn't fully unexpected. But the shit thing that happened after that was, after burying her on Sunday, I got up at 7 a.m. on Monday, and basically our dog, she likes to go take like poop, pee or whatever outside early on. So I went out with her at like 7 a.m. and I decided to leave her downstairs, because usually my parents get up at some point, and I was like, she doesn't have to be in my room, and then she gets all noisy and la 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 because she wants to go outside, because she can hear my parents and all that, right? So I left her downstairs, and I told my mother later, okay, she did a really, really big poop, and like, for her size, that was a big chunk of poop. And basically, my mother told me what, because at like 9 a.m. or something, she did another one that was pretty big. And the thing that I noticed is, it was like 10 a.m. or something, I saw her and she looked kind of sad, the dog. And that kind of had me worried already, and I went to my mother, was like, Luna is shaking like crazy. He was like, yeah, she probably also has a fever. So we called the vet. The appointment was very late again, which made me feel miserable because Luna got worse and worse by the minute. And eventually the time came and we went to the vet, and we had like an ultrasound done on her, several ones. We had a poop sample collected. They took her blood. We don't have the results of those yet because our veterinarian is currently on vacation, understandably. And basically they told us, okay, look, we found a few things in your dog. One, she has, what are they called? Cysts. What's the word? Is it a? How do you how do you pronounce this? I can't write on on tablet. Cysts. You know, weird. It's not a tumor. It's whatever. She had those in her ovaries, pretty big ones. Because she wasn't castrated yet. And another thing they found was she has a tumor on her spleen. So we were like, well, shit, you know, the spleen is a very difficult procedure to remove because it's very fucking bloody, and there's a high chance that you kind of die from it. I think it's the same with humans, not just with animals. And yeah, basically she underwent that surgery, had her womb removed, had her ovaries removed, had her spleen removed. She survived the surgery, but she stayed in the vet overnight because she was like on a, you know, those drippy drippies that are like attached to this thing and they stick it into your arm. Those things. I don't know what they are called. But basically she was attached to one of those because she wasn't feeling well. She could hardly stand when we brought her to the vet. It was shaking like crazy. Stayed there overnight, and I was worried because, well, Neko just died away, and I was like, well, this sucks. And basically she survived. We got her IV. Yes, the IV. We got her Tuesday evening, and they were like, okay, basically here are some meds she's going to get, and just make sure that she is chilling, not moving too much, and slowly give her food, like not the normal ratio we usually would give her at once, but slowly make sure that she gets her food intake again. And the thing with Luna is the reason, well, Tuesday obviously she was still very tired. My little sister slept in the same room with me as well because we had to clean her still after Neko because, well, she couldn't hold her pee in and all that, and we didn't get the time to do that yet. So she slept in my room as well, and we basically took care of Luna at night and kind of didn't sleep very well because of that, because we made sure to check on her all the time whenever she moved or whenever she wanted to roll over, so we can do it for her, so she doesn't use her belly muscles to do that and, I don't know, rip something or anything like that, you know. And yeah, basically that's how it went for the nights. And she was actually getting better. Like, she started to get very hungry. She wanted to move. She was constantly looking for me and for my mother especially, because I don't know why, but she really liked me. Like, I was one of her favorite humans, I guess. And we were all like, okay, maybe she's going to make it, because like she wanted to jump around again and walk more. But eventually we picked her up, because I didn't, especially I did, because I didn't want her to overdo it. Because one evening she kind of rolled over too fast, and then she had like pain cramping her belly together. I actually still have a video of that, because we recorded it in case the vet doesn't get to see what we saw. And basically she was getting better. She was really getting better, and that's why I'm so in denial still that she's not here anymore. And I do really miss her. Basically what happened was that on Saturday she was very, like, she was chilling in the garden with me and like walking around and everything. And Sunday around 3 a.m. I woke up because I heard her breathe really heavily, and she was twitching and all that. And kind of what happened, my mother was kind of asleep on a chair downstairs, and I went downstairs and was like, Mom, tried to wake her up. I was like, eventually she woke up, and I told her, Luna's is getting worse. She's like starting to drool and all that shit. No, it's not a bad. She was awake, she was looking at me, but she was too much in pain to really react to me. And basically I started to panic, because I just got so scared of things getting worse. I almost threw up, because I felt so fucking stressed and so tired, and I didn't know what to do, and I felt so helpless, because I couldn't do shit for her, you know. There you are, you see they are not doing okay, and you can't do anything for them. And at some point, like, I was petting her and trying like to be there for her and everything, and at some point my mother came upstairs, and she was like, she's going to take her downstairs with her, and told me, okay, try to sleep. Then I made that post on Instagram, because I realized this is going to take a bit longer. I feel so stressed out, like throwing up. I feel like so lost. Everything, I don't know, just like shit. I kept spamming my friends about it and felt miserably about that as well, because I'm not open with my emotions, and it makes me feel really uncomfortable. Telling people in detail how I feel and all that stuff. And then at 4 a.m., just a little bit after I posted that thing on Instagram, my mother stood in my door. She just looked at me. And I stared at her for a moment. I was, no, you're joking. She basically just told me, we don't even know why. She held Luna as close as she could, and she died in her arms. Just like that. And I remember she came into my room, like, she's my mother, of course, but like, she came into my room, and the way she stood there was like a little kid that didn't know what to say either, because the dog just fucking died away in her arms in pain, and we didn't even know why. Like, I'm so heavily in denial because of that, because I know before we went to bed she was all fine and everything, and I just can't. My brain is like, why? If something dies, it's usually because the lungs, the heart, or the brain stop working. But she had something in her belly or something, but the vet couldn't find out what it was. We had everything removed that could have been the culprit, and she just died. Just like that. And my head just kind of, I don't know, has an issue to accept that. And my mother actually didn't want me to go downstairs to 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 to, to see that, to see her like laying there dead. And I don't know. I just pet her and took off her collar. The thing is, I don't know, my brain was just so heavily in denial that I couldn't even cry at that moment. My mother was like, "Okay, try get some sleep. We will bury her tomorrow." I couldn't sleep, obviously. I was kind of awake the entire night until like I got up at like 8 a.m. because I couldn't stay in bed anymore. I just kept looking at the spot that Luna was laying on before my mother took her downstairs, and I kept thinking to myself, where did we go wrong? Which mistake did we make? Why did she just die like that? We must have done something. There has to be a reason. And that's just how my head works. It's like, I have an issue accepting things if I don't have an explanation. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still like at night sometimes I wake up and I check, like she usually sleeps between my legs or something, and I check and I'm like, she's not there. Or I imagine hear her walk around and all that stuff. Kinda sucks. Like not having an answer of why this happened. It just seems so unreasonable to me that you just die without like an explanation, you know? Like with Neko, it sounds so mean, but the reason why I'm kind of easier to get over her is because I knew her heart will take her life eventually. She was heartsick, and her doses for medicine got increased more and more all the time. But like with Luna, it just happened out of nowhere. From Sunday to Monday, out of nowhere, she felt really bad and had to undergo like a risky surgery. It was a surprise she survived that at the age of 13, which is like not really that good if pets are that old to go under anesthesia. It's pretty dangerous. And then from Saturday to Sunday, she just suddenly died out of nowhere. I just have an issue like accepting that. And the thing is, like when we buried her, I kind of wanted to do it. So I don't know. But I had to stop, and like my mother and my little sister finished it because I almost threw up, because at that moment that just was way too much for me. And like I'm trying to sound cheerful right now, but I'm actually fighting not to actually, I don't know, get emotional. I don't like being emotional in front of people. I don't know. But yeah. After that, I just realized how much I actually kind of miss that dog. Because out of all the dogs that we have, I did a lot with her. Like I took her out for joggings. Because she really enjoyed being out with me alone without the other dogs. I have a few pictures of like when we went to the beach with her, and she's smiling so happily in these pictures, and like feeling you failed to help just hurts. I don't know, but just yeah. Now you guys, I can't talk. Now you guys know what happened throughout the past 2 weeks. Yeah. I couldn't though. I buried, putting the earth onto her body. Thank you for the Prime Day. The earth on her body felt like, I don't know. I just kind of made me feel like throwing up, and I just had to sit down, otherwise I would have maybe collapsed, because at that moment it was just too much for me to handle. I don't know, man. I was legit actually scared of last Sunday because of that, because like 2 Sundays in a row I lost 2 pets that are like very dear to me. I was actually scared that this Sunday something else is going to die. Maple actually almost hung herself a few days after I buried Luna, and I was not happy with that. Like I was like shaking. I was lucky my mother was in the garden with me, because I had to hold her so that we could untangle her, and I had both my hands busy holding her up so she wouldn't hang herself. Stupid cat, man. Don't need another one dying away just like that. This looks weird. This looks out of proportion. The fuck is going? Ah! Why did I draw the eyebrows on there? He's not my pet, and I prefer not to be seen as that. That's weird. Oh god. Why are you bonking me? I didn't say that. You're supposed to bonk Day, not me. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, I just felt like telling you guys about it, so you know. Yeah. I'm actually also very grateful for the friends that I have, and also that you guys are so understanding. If it wasn't for my friends being there for me whenever I feel shit like this, a lot of stuff would have been different to how it is now, honestly. I always feel guilty whenever I confront them about stuff that make me feel shit or something, because in my mind, this is not the right folder. In my mind, it's just that, I don't know. It's not that I assume people hate me, it's more the fact that to explain this. You know this common cliche that guys don't show their emotions and can't talk about them, la la la, because they are told men don't cry and all that shit. It's kind of like that for me, just that I'm not a man. I used to cry a lot as a kid. I was also a very cheerful and smiling kid. But at some point I was told to stop whining and all that kind of stuff, and ever since I kind of struggle a lot opening up. And when I really fully open up to people, it always ends up in me like sobbing my eyes out. So me telling people I don't feel so well is like really difficult. Like I'm actually even like when it comes to what I post on Instagram, Twitter, or Discord, really careful of what I post, because I feel like if I'm too open about my emotions, I will regret it later, and I will cringe hard about the fact that I was open about them, even if that's like not something to be like ashamed of, to feel stuff. But I have issues. My coffee is cold, but that's okay. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't feel right, you know. Let me check for some more YouTubers. They're really popular ones that I want to draw as well eventually, but somehow I just feel like maybe I'm gonna draw the most popular ones for now. Fuck. Let me get up for a second. I need to pick up my phone. It's on my bed and I have to check it out in case someone messages me. Ugh. I mean, the thing is, I know people always tell you not to trauma dump, for example. That's what it feels like to me to open up about literally anything. It's like, in my eyes, it's if I do it, it's trauma dumping. The problem with kind of like some of those things is that obviously it is really hard to tell someone something and then hope that all of a sudden they will be like, oh yeah, I'm feeling so much better. Because like most of the time, if you're feeling really down, you are not going to feel much better. That's just not how it works, and I know that because I have been there myself, obviously. I have been in like really bad places, and I told friends and everything like that. And sometimes my friends would get tired of it because they couldn't help me, and I was aware of that. Like, they weren't getting tired of me, but more of the fact that no matter what they said, it won't change anything, you know? Because even if I might feel better for the day, the next day I will feel like shit again. Because that's just how your brain works when you're depressed and all that. You don't just get better, it takes a lot of time, especially if you don't get to seek out therapy. And I haven't, for example. Which is why I'm really careful of what I decide to tell people, despite my friends, especially. So yeah, I don't know. It's like with the thingies about my pets, I just generally felt like, as a content creator, even if it's just like a really, really, really tiny community I have at the moment, who knows if it will grow more in the future, but I feel like it is kind of part of my job to tell you guys when I can't be around, and personally I like to have a reason. I might not tell the full detail of it, but I mean, you guys know about my pets, so they pass away at some point. It's a contract we all sign when we get our pets. And that's just how life is. And I will keep on getting pets, as painful as it is to lose them. I need more cookies. Nah, I don't need cookies. I actually made myself some iced coffee over the past days, and that iced coffee was very nice. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, there's some pretty, oopsie. Pretty traumatic things that happened to me in the past that I could talk about. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure there will be people that will be triggered by it because they are not nice things. And even I get triggered by it whenever I am like, those are things I can't forget no matter how hard I will try. They are just with me for the rest of my life. Some scars don't heal. But like, part of me always wanted to share that with people because I feel like stupid question. I'm pretty sure you guys all have seen it, but have you guys seen the recent Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, whatever? I can't hear it. I don't know, man. Trial stuff. Like, I've seen it because, like, obviously I like his work and I find those court things really interesting. Like, sometimes they're really exciting to watch. Seeing how that stuff is like working. And some of the questions and answers you get and la la la. But basically, let's say mine wasn't abusive in that way, but it was an abusive relationship that kind of made me who I am today. So, yeah. Just as that kind of like some of the stuff they mentioned there triggers me, I'm pretty sure stuff from my past relationship will trigger other people as well. Which is why I decide, okay. I don't like these eyes. They are too round. They don't look good. I think my brush is too big. Ah, my mother is vacuum cleaning downstairs. I was like, what the fuck is that banging sound? 20k worth of pad pads. Thank you very much. What the fuck is that sound, man? Very confused. Also, I mean, despite all those bad news, like, who followed me? Ricey Mace, thanks for the follow. Eating the heart at me. It's just my mom. My mom is cleaning stairs downstairs. That's what is happening right now. It's like I have my headset on, but I can still hear stuff around me to some extent. Oh, that's already... Okay, never mind. Never mind. Stupid symptoms. Okay. Okie dokie. I don't like this face shape. Looks like trash. Spoon. Coffee. Hey, besides those bad news that I had, gotta cheer up a little bit, Ryan. Which is also why I decided I want to stream again. Just kind of functioned as like a, what do you call them? Consultant? Like, he basically told me to take the time off as much as I need because losing a pet sometimes is more painful than losing a person. Especially because they don't live that long. And, like, I told him, consultant Chess. Chess is a bully. No, he didn't bully me. How much did he charge? I offered him to bake him some cookies and send them over. He refused. Then he said I don't even have his address, and I proved him otherwise. He refused the cookies. He said he doesn't want anything. Um, basically, I told him, hey, I think I want to stream again this week, and he told me, are you feeling ready for it? I said yes, and he said, then go for it. And basically, I have a few games that I really want to play. They are like especially childhood nostalgia for me. But I need certain emulators for them because they're like from different consoles. And he's checking them out for me. He's kind of like responsible for a lot of stuff actually on the stream. Like if it wasn't for him, I would probably struggle a lot more than I already do. Because he has like experience in quite a few things, and he's like willing to help wherever he can. That's probably why he accepted to be my bot. Besides Rita. No, but he doesn't show up that much because obviously he has like other stuff to do. But yeah. We actually mentioned you as well. We were like, you would sell your solo for a cookie. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure Blue would say yes. Too bad I don't have your address. I believe the only one I have the address of is Chaz, and he didn't even know that because he forgot about it. But yeah, he actually played It Takes Two with me because I fell down to kind of cheer me up and kind of distract me as well. But yeah. I would have, like, my brain is so weird. Like when I played with him, it was like, man, my brain wants to go entertainment mode and just for stream's sake, you know, when I stream I kind of put on my more cheery personality, obviously, and it felt so weird to be normal. Like I'm not acting abnormal around here either. It's more like I just feel like in order to do a good job, I have also like I have to bring a good vibe as well, you know. Which is why I try not to stay negative for too long when I like don't feel so great. I don't want to ruin anyone's day that comes. I want to make a day better after all. It's like, why do I draw those chibis right now? Because one thing I'm good at or like I enjoy doing is making other people happy. So yeah. And my screen is just turning yellow as fuck because of night mode. I hate this so much. But it's good for the eyes, but it hurts. You don't want your address? I don't want your address? Why not? He had a game about the divorced couple. I have what? Oh, I fell asleep. Is it what I think it is? I don't know what that is. Okay, let's go. No it doesn't. No, it just... Good. Okay. Anyways, I was about to say some good news. A few days after I buried Luna, after she died, I got contacted by the person where I'm going to get Maple sibling. Some of them, like one of the moms gave birth, the other one didn't yet, I think. But yeah, maybe if everything goes alright, I will have my exams for university in the end of July. There will be something in August as well, I think, but that's like nothing too spectacular. Means I will most likely be able to get the sibling around August, beginning or mid-August, and then I have to slowly introduce them to one another and pray that they get along, because otherwise I have two independent cats and I don't want that. Yeah. But yeah, that's one good news at least. Also, I officially passed. Fuck, what is this? Why is there? What's this? I officially passed my previous semester. If you remember, I said it's not sure if I will pass this the work semester, and I passed it. I got those news just a while ago as well. That's nice. That's a good news. This is some good news. I'm actually really excited. It sounds so mean, but I'm really excited about the new cat, because I really hope that cat will make Maple happy. I really hope that a sibling is what she really wants. And that it will make things easier for me as well, because as for now, Maple is really demanding a lot of times, and I feel so guilty because like at the moment I'm so fucking busy. That's like why I tend to get really bad moods when my family decides to just randomly push the shit on me. I hardly get time to do things that I enjoy lately. Like, I get up at like 9 a.m. or something, and I don't sleep that much either, so sometimes I get up later than that. And basically, where's the hair? There it is. Basically, my little sister went to my older sister so we can tell her the news about Luna, and she doesn't have like a mental breakdown or something while nobody's around, because she's living quite a bit away from here. And so I'm alone with my mother most of the time at the moment. And basically my father tends to just fuck off without saying a word before he does it. Which leaves us like in the dark, and then I have to change my plans all the time. And I get like up at 9 a.m. and I like feed the strays outside, I feed Maple. I do my morning routine shit stuff that I have to do, so I take somewhat care of myself, right? And then I eat breakfast eventually. But like after that, since I try to get in like my 20 hours of work in a week, which sounds like nothing, but sometimes if they don't have that much for me to do, it is a lot, because it's so difficult to get those times in. And I try to do that. So I try to work like 5 hours or 4 hours a day, so I am done like after 4 or 5 days. Oopsie. Then I also have like university stuff to do, because like the exams are coming closer, and some of them are like projects, so I have to think about what to do for those projects. And man, it's getting stressful. And then I kind of do that, and Maple starts to demand, let's go outside. I want to go outside. So I go outside with her at some point. And then I can't really do anything when I'm outside with her, because I have to watch her. Make sure she doesn't hang herself again or something. Yeah. And then I go inside. Eventually feed her again. Feed the strays again. Maybe sometimes work on more work stuff or university stuff, depending on what I have to do. And then at some point we have dinner really late lately, which I really don't like. I don't like eating after 10 p.m. because I'm too fucking tired. And then my father's the kind of person who's like, I'm not going to do stuff that's like a woman's work and la la la. So I have to do like all the dishes and everything, and then I stand there for like an hour cleaning everything up, and I'm just tired and groaning all the time. And then the day is basically over, and I didn't get to do shit for myself. I'm just like, man, I missed streaming so much because of that. But even now, I just sometimes I feel very guilty whenever I do anything for myself. Because it feels so wrong. I feel like I'm supposed to work. But I can't work 24/7. But I feel like I have to. And it's just so bad sometimes, man. Like that. It's stressful. Streaming is like the only time when I get to do something for myself. And also, like, another thing that makes streaming feel so good to me is the fact that, like, you guys enjoy it as well. So it's like a win-win for me. It's just nice to know that, like, whatever I do, you guys enjoy hanging around. I mean, the problem with Maple is that she's still young, and, like, young cats are fucking crazy. She will turn 2 this late summer. I don't know exactly when she was born. I can just guess, depending on the pictures that I have when I first saw her and all that, because they take a certain amount of time to open their eyes and la la la, all that stuff, you know. Yeah. The yeet, you miss bullying me, you mean? But yeah. Maple has just so much energy, which is why I really hope that, like, the new kitten and her will get along and, like, be good friends and spend time together and entertain each other's. Oh god. so they can be there for each other, and I can have some time to myself without feeling completely guilty that I didn't spend all day long with my cats, you know? Like, of course I will still have to play with them and pay attention to them and all that, it's obvious. But having some more time to myself thanks to that would be so great. I feel like a fucking old mother. Man. I sound like a grandma. Probably because I am. But yeah, I really hope that this will help Maple and make her feel happier. I hope it will help me, of course, as well. Yeah, that would be great. And I am, of course, going to spam pictures of them if they are sleeping together or playing together. There will be a lot of content about my kitty kitties. Oopsie. I haven't even decided on a name yet, simply because I kind of want a male cat, because male cats are just so adorable. At least in my experience. But of course, depending on what I get, depending on the personality, that's like the most important. I want a cat with the right personality. Something that matches with Maple's. If there's content about cats, I'll cancel the subscription. The content will be on Discord most likely. Or the only thing I have been thinking ever since Luna is gone is like, before I got Maple, there was a dog that I really wanted. I saw her on a article. Basically, she was a mixed breed of like the Spitz family. I really like those kind of dogs because they have like fox-ish things to them, and I really like foxes. Probably why I chose the fucking fox model. No. I like the features. They look nice. It was basically a mix, like a medium-sized small dog, and I like the smaller ones more because I can like actually carry them around and all that. Sounds so cliche, but I like to be able to pick up my pets and cuddle them and spoil them and all that. But yeah, I'm just honestly kind of excited for that cat, and I hope everything goes well with it, and that Maple will have a friend, and that they will be happy together, and everyone wins something from it. Would be great. That would be amazing. But yeah, we'll see. Nobody knows what the future may hold. Oh, that's the wrong pen. I need to see gloves. Give me gloves. Give me gloves. Gloves. Sick. But I am excited. Also the fact that like thinking about a new pet is like, I don't know. It feels exciting, but at the same time, I raised so many kittens in my life already. I know how fucking exhausting they are. They seem cute, and they are like moments that you're like, this is so adorable. Like I have some videos of Maple when she was a baby, and I sometimes miss those moments because they were just so heartwarming. But the thing is simply that kittens are fucking crazy, and they have so much energy. And compared to older cats, like even Maple's age, they don't have an understanding for what you need. If you need space, they don't give a shit. I literally had to build a wall between my room was like separated in two because I didn't get any sleep. Maple literally gave me a fucking mental meltdown when she was a baby because she was so attention driven. I couldn't sleep. And at some point, also because she wasn't litter trained yet, I didn't want her to like go on my bed and poop on there or something. She pooped on under my bed like twice. And she kind of still had really bad diarrhea back then because of being a stray. That was very smelly, and she also decided to do that whenever my lessons started online. So I had to go and clean. Still a wrong brush. And basically, like, at some point she started to sleep on my bed, and I just accepted it, even though I didn't want her to in the beginning because she was so tiny and I was scared to like waltz over her or something. You know. But I didn't. And then she slept on my bed for a short amount of time, and at some point she decided, no, I don't want to sleep in bed with you anymore because it's too fucking hot. And ever since then, I don't know why she refuses to sleep in my bed, and I hate it. Nah. I love having pets in my bed with me. And I know a lot of people find that disgusting and are against it, but like, I don't know. Like, one of the reasons why I miss Luna so much is because for a certain amount of time, I used to get panic attacks at night, out of nowhere. I would just get them. And having her in bed with me helped me a lot. Like, it calmed me down. And now that she's gone, I start to realize it so much because I sometimes still feel them creeping up. And I start to panic, and I have to like try and calm down, which isn't that easy all of the time. And yeah. I miss her. I miss having a pet in my bed because they kind of, I don't know why, it calms me when they are around. Kind of reassures me that there's something there in case something happens. I'm not alone. I don't know. But Maple doesn't want to sleep in bed with me, and that's very sad. One stays, yeah, they are the best. I love them. Maple doesn't even like, ever since she got a bit older, she refuses to stay on my lap as well. She will sit on it if I force her. Like sometimes I just pick her up and I'm like, we are going to cuddle now. I don't care what you say. You demand cuddles in the morning, I demand cuddles at some point as well. And then at some point she will sometimes lay down on my lap and like just chill there. But one thing I noticed is that ever since I moved downstairs, I don't know, I feel like she doesn't like my new chair. Maybe she can feel the strong magnets that are inside of it. And that's why, I have no idea, but she hates, absolutely hates this chair, and she doesn't stay on my lap for very long. What the fuck? Because of that. But well. Can't be helped. Which is also why I kind of want a male cat, because male cats tend to be way more cuddly than female ones, in my experience. And I want a cat that I can cuddle up with. I really miss that. Like all my male cats are really, really cuddly. Really adorable. Big boys. My female ones are always, they are more like independent. They don't like rely on you as much, I feel like. So, that's not true. They are both very horny. They are both. If you castrate them, of course not anymore, but if you do. If you don't castrate them, they are both very fucking horny. They will scream the night awake. My best friend wrote me the other day because she was like, there are cats screaming outside and I'm kind of getting worried because it's like kind of non-stop, and I was like, that's normal. They are in heat. They are horny. The male ones scream after the females, and sometimes the females scream as well. Most of the time it's the male ones though. But I castrate all my cats for health reasons, and also because, well, I don't want them to reproduce. We have so many cats all over the world already, we don't need more of them. There are too many. Too few that already have a nice home, and even less that will get a nice home in the future. But yeah. I'm excited for the new kitty. I was thinking about naming it Mochi or Momo. They go for both genders as well, but I'm not sure yet. As a female, I was also thinking maybe Nymeria, because I really like that name. Nymeria is such a pretty name. A male mochi. The reason I was like thinking about mochis because I like mochis, they taste good. And then I was like, Momo is a really cute name as well, but you could also use Momo as like a nickname for mochi. Like, for example, Luna, we call her Lulu most of the time because it's like faster to say than Luna. Weirdly enough, I call Maple Maybe all the time, which is really weird because maybe is an actual word. And out of maybe, there's sometimes just maybe baby. I don't know, man. You come up with names as you grow older with the pets, I guess. It's at least my experience. Kind of. Hey, Bernard. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Bunny. The dog that I was thinking about adopting back then, I wanted to call her Nora. Nora is a really nice name. Nora. But basically the reason I didn't get her was because my father was absolutely against it. And he was kind of comparing me to my older sister, which pissed the shit out of me. And I didn't want to, like... I was so close to just getting over there and getting that dog. Not giving a shit about what my parents say, but I can't do that. Also, I was like, I don't even know how old I was. It's a few years ago. Would have lost quite some money that I did not really have, I think. But yeah. What's the name? I think this one is even a German one. She's German, not mistaken. I have a better handwriting on paper, I swear. I can't write on tablets. Oh god, it's so difficult. Why is it so difficult? The reason I didn't get her? Nah, that wasn't the reason. I'm painting different VTubers that I follow on Twitter. So difficult to write with this tablet, man. Find some more. Ah, god damn it. I almost fell down. I like almost fell down off its leaning thingy. Which one do I choose next? Is this a model? I'm not sure about her or him. Don't know the gender. Just know that the character is really cute, but I don't think they have a model of it. I think it's just character. There's no spreadsheet either. But it's so adorable. Gotta bring some positivity into the world after so much shit happening at once. I wanna make people smile. It's important to me. Do I wanna try drawing some male ones? Me and male characters are not going along well, man. Ooh, steez. Oh. Small. Do you have a character sheet I can use? People. I can't draw people that don't have character sheets. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible, guys. Doesn't work. What? Why? 20 years from now I'm going to be an old geezer, man. Hey, you know, the thing that it really makes no sense about me is that I really can't stand people. But at the same time, I like to make other people happy because I don't know, man. I know that not everybody is trash, obviously. There are a lot of trash people out there, sadly, but we have to live with that. I met a lot of garbage people, but I also met amazing people, so... Very old either. That's why I'll never be cool. Nah, I mean, if you create yourself a character, you should have at least one picture where you can fully see their details. Otherwise, like, if there are people who want to draw them, it's so difficult to do, you know? It's just not easy. It's not an easy thing to do. One thing I hate when people don't have character sheets is when I draw the character and at some point they start creating a character sheet, and by then I realize, well, my depiction of your character was pretty incorrect. And then I hate my drawing because I can't really change it. Like, I can, but only to a certain extent without like having to redo everything. Which is why I feel like if people don't have a character sheet, I struggle drawing them. Yeah. You know. I also want to make myself a new costume. Oh, well, by the way, another good news I have is... remember how I mentioned that thing on Discord a while ago where I was like, I don't know if my prof will accept my little sister's model for the project? Well, turns out she did accept it, because I had a meeting with her the other day, and she was basically fine with it, and I have the allowance to break it. For now. For now, that is. Which means around... I don't have... First of all, I don't have to create a character out of nothing. Secondly, this face looks like garbage. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just too critical of myself. The areas are too close together, though. July, my sister will have a... Or August, whatever. My little sister will have a rigged model, so if she should appear in collabs, and I don't know if she intends to stream on her own, but she will have a model that moves, which I think is kind of cool. I like that. I like that fact. Can I make this picture bigger? No, I can't. I can't see what kind of pupils you have, girl. And that sucks. Can't work with that. I mean, I don't even have a character sheet for this current costume. I'm not any better. I don't have one. My assumption is that it's pointy. That's just my assumption. What the eye color? Red. Basic. I like red eyes. Yes, of course, if you're not an artist, you won't really know the value of character sheets. I just personally as well, when I draw fan art, I'm trying to find character sheets online, and even that is sometimes difficult. Like even anime and manga don't really have those most of the time. I feel like you have to really look, and it's really frustrating as an artist, especially if you pay attention like I do to like little details. You draw something and then you realize, well, basically your drawing is incorrect because you didn't know about this detail or you forgot that detail, whatever. For me at least, that's very frustrating. A really frustrating thing. Brown eyes are nice. For fictional characters, I just really like red eyes. I think I told this before, but when I was like a little kid, I always told my mother when I grow up, I want red eyes or golden eyes. Because they look so cool. You know what's funny? When I was little, I was very obsessed with vampires, but I never, not once in my life, watched any of those vampire movies whatsoever. I just really liked vampires because I thought they are cool. Maybe it's the clothing style, I don't know. Maybe that was what was actually speaking to me. The gothic clothing style. I'm one of you guys. Was looking at clothes the other day and I was showing them to Rita and I was like, some of them look really nice, but I could never wear them because I feel like I would draw way too much attention to myself, and I don't like that. But yeah, I think it's the clothing style. I just really like these dark kind of fantasy whatever clothes. Wait, I'm trying with generative art. Maybe I should ask an AI to create character sheets. See what they produce. I don't know what AIs would produce. They are kind of trendy at the moment, aren't they? I see a lot of art AIs lately. Quite a lot, actually. I mean, I find actually like the kind of art AIs produce is kind of interesting. I find AIs interesting in general, but at the same time they are kind of creepy. Because they learn so fast. Like, god damn, man. Takes you years to hone those skills, and the AI just smacks something on there and it just looks good. It's kind of depressing. It's good. I never wear, if I never really wear the kind of clothes I really like. Because I feel like they draw too much attention to them and I don't like attention. I don't want people to talk to me on the streets. I want to be left alone. I just want to go home whenever I'm outside. Google just announced Dolly 2. Look at you, Lance. I'm not jealous of computers. I'm trying with a model that captures the vibes well, but it's scuffed. You want to make yourself a model, is that it? You want to stream with a model? Oh, I'm misunderstanding this right now. Let's see. Oh, not really. mean, I don't know. I find the concepts of AI is really interesting, especially because they get better and better over the years. But of course, there's something eerie about the fact that they learn and understand things so goddamn fast. Like, I don't know. You know what would be pretty sad if there's like an AI that kind of, like, I don't know how far they can understand human emotions, but I'm pretty sure that they can kind of learn the concept behind it and quote unquote feel according to what they learn about them. If it's really considered feeling, I'm not sure. If they just kind of simulate what it would feel like to be sad or whatever. But imagine if they like actually learn to feel affection and just not from learning but actually like develop a sense for it. And imagine they start to like really feel a connection with their creator whatsoever, and that creator eventually just fucking dies. AIs don't exactly die like unless you kind of shut them off, but I find that like I think that would be so depressing. There you have your eternal life fucking trope that people like so much. Just with AI will suffer forever alone in the darkness while its owner died. Its master, its creator, disappeared. One question that I always think is then, I like how like humans kind of, we say that there's like a god that created us all, but like would AI think of us as a god because we basically created them, or would they like, I don't know, think of themselves as a god because they can like do stuff without us that we are incapable of as humans? This hair is way too big. Oh. Ah. Yeah, sure, you can upload some on Discord if you want. I don't mind. Can post it in the art sections or something. Doesn't work like that. Yeah, they simulate us at a level, like they learn from the stuff that they find, right? Like if you tell them to, I don't know, draw whatever, they will just learn from what they can. Eventually you show a bunch of tagged images to an eye and then sad image. Exactly. Like, I have it on my phone actually. There's an AI that is called Dream. A lot of people, I guess you guys aren't really like active on Instagram. That app has a full name. Dream by Wombo is the name. Basically that AI has the ability, you put a picture in there and then you like put you tell it, for example, I don't know, waterfalls and Ghibli style, and it will try to create something that has those prompts in it. And like I find that kind of stuff really interesting. Congrats on coming back. Thank you, Boogies. Liam should totally be the OG Lilith model. But the OG model is kind of stiffened up. I forgot the keybind, but I have a keybind that makes me change my model. I like this model because it's more fluent. Thanks for coming by. Whoever has a machine learning. I mean, it's all still advancing, so I think it's very interesting. Actually, very curious to how far things will go with like AIs and all that. Really interesting. Somehow I make it look like a cat and it's not supposed to be a cat. Meanwhile, yeah, exactly. That's like a sad usage of AI, spamming Twitch channels. Hmm. I think there are some interesting concepts. Like my little sister, for her university project, she has like two topics to choose from, and like both of them I kind of had to deal with to some extent in university and before that school. One of them was basically about omnivore, vegetarian, or veganism. Which one is the healthiest, quote unquote, best way to like decide to eat? And I basically told her, okay, on that topic, you can go into a lot of things, like for example, the way that our body is just structured, like the way that our jaws work, the way our bones are structured. For example, a lot of people don't even get wisdom teeth anymore because we simply don't need them as much. Um, that one part of our digestion tract that is like mainly there for plants is kind of vanishing as well over the decades. Um, some people don't have certain things in their body anymore. Then the kind of enzymes we have in our mouth and belly and all that stuff. And then I also said like you can go into like economics and like the environment and ethnical stuff, la la la, all that shit when it comes to like the food choices we make. And another topic she had was basically about AI, if it's a good thing or a bad thing, basically that the AI is getting better. And I told her, well, with AI you kind of have to consider about stuff which is kind of being talked about lately, like for example buses that are driven by the AI, or trains, so that humans don't have to ask the question anymore. Or imagine there are two trails, one of them has like 20 people on them, the other one has a child on them. Which one do you take? Basically making you decide which one do you kill, the child or the 20 people. And AI doesn't give a shit, it just takes whatever, and it won't be the fault of a human in that case, so you can't like judge depending on that and la la. And like on the ups and downs, dangers whatsoever you have with like AIs taking over the human work, what it will be for the economy, for the people, what risks will it have and all that stuff. I told you like both of them are like very interesting topics. But I feel like for the food one, she will find a lot more videos that she will also understand. While for the AI one, she has to probably more articles and reading to do than with the food. At least that's what I think. AI is giving me work. AI is giving and taking work, I believe. Depends on which field you work in. Let me check. Those look pretty dope. I like the first one. It looks really pretty. Floating city on the ocean. A Red Bull. Are those people that looks like a horse or something in the back there? Yeah, but that kind of shit is so interesting to me, man. What the fuck just happened? Do that. There's my OBS. Like, I find it really cool that AI is so like capable of drawing like that, because that's like a very specific art style. I would take forever to learn that. And then AI just kind of smacks the paint on there and it looks good. I wouldn't be able to. That much I know. Like, I already struggle with backgrounds. That's kind of what I mean with like AI can take and give work, because in the end, some things like production, you don't have to pay an AI, your AI don't need vacation. You might have to replace some parts of it over time, but overall you don't have to hire people anymore, and that will take a lot of jobs away, but at the same time might make production faster and all that shit, and decrease prices maybe even. But yeah, you also have like to think about what will be the consequences from that kind of stuff and la la la. Hi hi hi. Vibes are cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I guess so. That might be that as well, probably having like inspiration. Like I think I mentioned it before. I was thinking about getting myself a proper PC so I can teach myself 3D. I have some knowledge in 3D, but most of it is gone by now. And of course, it's just base knowledge because university doesn't teach you a whole lot because you also don't have the time for that. There's fucking semesters go over so fast. And basically, I would really like to. I saw that like a few artists do that. They basically know how to do stuff in 3D. I have I have some knowledge in it, and I basically just have to relearn a lot of it. And they basically create backgrounds in 3D and render them to some extent, and then they draw over them. And the results are sometimes so fucking stunning, and the backgrounds just look they look so much better because you have all the light done for you, and it looks more pleasing to the eye, you know. But you still create it yourself, so it isn't really cheating because you have to know how to do that 3D stuff. It's not that easy. Like a lot of people, I feel like think 2D and 3D is just so fucking easy. It's the same with like creating art. It isn't. You have to learn that kind of stuff, and then you have to develop your own style, which doesn't also just happen out of nowhere. So like I was thinking about that kind of stuff because I feel like that would help me a lot because I'm struggling a lot when it comes to like art because my brain just, I don't know, I need to have a specific idea of what I want. Otherwise, I won't get anything done. And I envy artists who just take a blank paper and they are like, yeah, I'm gonna just draw. And then they create masterpieces, and I'm just like, man, give me your talent. I can't do that. Like, there's of course practice in it, but like in my eyes, being able to create something great out of nothing is like a huge talent. Because my mind just doesn't work that way. I really have to have a specific idea of what I want. If I don't, then there won't be anything coming out of it. Which is really sad. But yeah, having it as like a source of inspiration, I feel might be a really good thing to do as well. Oops. Especially if you know how to use it. And also, I guess like an AI also kind of produces new things all the time, depending on what you ask and what you have to offer for it to use. Which I think is a really nice thing as well. Makes replicants less likely, I guess. Did I? Just a floating head. Oh. I'm floating here. A floater. Oopsie. Doop doop. Get up there. Pen. Par- Party as the overlord of the world. Well, I would still have to kind of think about, okay, uh, like, for example, when I draw, one thing that is easy for me to draw is like my own characters, like the ones from the story that I intend to produce one day and not just talk about it every time on stream. Because I know those characters, right? I know their story, I know how they act, I know scenes that happen. That kind of gives me the possibility to create art. Like, let me open something. Let's take the PNGs for that. Let's take this one for example. This is a very specific scene in my story that I know of that will happen, and I just felt like drawing something emotional, and I was like, well, this scene is perfect. I really like drawing emotions. I feel like it's a lot of fun to try and convey them in like art. Also, I felt like drawing rain and all that shit. This picture is far from perfect. There is a lot of stuff that really pisses me off when I look at it, especially with the body. The head is nice. But this one, for example, is a really specific scene of my story. This one is more like symbolic of this character in general, like the way he acts, the way he looks, the fire, the ground in the background is like more of the symbolic thing, but I know what it means because I know the character. And that is like stuff that I can do rather easily because they are my characters. I know them, I know their story. But when it comes to fan art, for example, I struggle a lot because, like, yeah, I can watch the anime and stuff, and I, for example, can't draw fan art unless I watched the anime, played the game, read the manga, whatever. Because I don't know the character at all. I can't draw just from looking at the character. Because then I will get the vibe wrong. Like, I don't know. Um, trying to think of like. Can't think of something right now. Imagine there's a character that is like usually like super cool and like really calm and hardly shows any emotions, and imagine me drawing them like a little happy fluff ball. That would completely destroy the vibe of the character because it would break the immersion. It's not the character, it's something else. You know? I don't know. I'm just really, when it comes to that, I feel like if I draw a character, that's also when I draw fan art of people, I have to somewhat know what they are like so I can draw them, because otherwise, I don't know. Like the picture I drew of my little sister's character, for example, PNG. This one. I drew it in this way because I know my sister and I know that she possibly would pose like this for a picture. I think she even took a picture at some point. This is like similar to this one, just not with her mouth open, I believe. And I kind of drew inspiration of what I know of her and put that into her character design and combined them. Even added a ring that I gifted her for Christmas a while ago. I don't know which Christmas, but I basically added those things to her character because I know her as a person, which makes it easier for me to draw her, you know? That's just kind of how I work when it comes to art. It's like really specific for me. I don't know if it's normal to think that way, but I just feel like if I don't give the character justice and their personality in my art, then this art is trash. So I don't know, I feel like I try to convey the personality of whatever I'm drawing whenever I draw. The vibe. Like my character, for example, has those kind of half-closed eyes, as if in sort of, yeah, I don't really give a shit. Rather, I don't know what kind of vibes my character gives off to you guys, but I kind of try to create something that fits me personally. Like I have a resting bitch face. Is that a V? That's just how my brain works when it comes to art. Did I write all this shit wrong? Ryuki? Tsumi. VT. Okay, that's okay. It's VT, not TV. Wait, what? I'm idiot. I'm stupid. I deleted a layer that I did not mean to delete. Fuck. No, I didn't delete it. I just kind of pushed it to the side. Never mind. There we go. Let's see what the eye do with picture of a platypus. It's the overloaded one. It's a manga style. Oh, I wanna see that. It's a parody platypus. I don't watch his streams, so I got no idea what vibes the avatar gives. Yeah, you absolutely don't. I have no idea either. I don't know. I just wanted to give like some basic. I don't know even, man. Like the character sheet of my model is like. I hope. Let me. Do you have a character sheet? Yes, I do. If you look at the face, it's like way more. Why are you smiling, bitch? I don't know, it's like a rather dull face, because that's just how I see myself and how other people tend to describe me. Resting bitch face, I don't know. My mother always said I was a serial killer in my past life because I always look like I'm going to murder someone. I tend to look very angry for no reason. Especially when the sun is fucking shining into my face and then people are like, why are you looking so angry? And I'm like, I'm being blinded. Lilith gives me shits. I don't know, I kind of wanted to pour my personality into my character, you know? That was like one of the most important things to me. Doesn't look like a flexing picture. Oh man. Not angry enough. Yeah. I don't know why this character is somehow so much more smiley than my previous one. I didn't really change much in the way I did the eyes and all that. The only difference is that my eyes are thicker in this avatar than my previous one. And the mouth shapes are refined, but other than that... Meow! Come here! Come here! Hi! Hi! Hi, baby! Cute! Memo, give me kisses. Give kiss. Yes! Good girl! Come here! Oh. Hey, headbutt! Lick my fingers. Very cute. Thick eyes. The weirdest thing is... Ugh. Okay, I need to wipe my hand. Luna was the only dog that was ever allowed to like lick my arm or legs, nothing else. I can't let animals into my face, it's disgusting. It's nasty. But anyway, there was one more, at least one more character I wanted to draw. I just have to find them. Maple's tongue is so fucking rough. Neko's one was more soft, and the dog's one in general, they are softer. It's like so weird. When you're like used to that rough cat tongue licking your hand, and then comes this wet ass soggy I don't know. Dog. Come on, where are all the VTubers when I'm looking for them? There's... wait. Did I follow her on Twitter? What was her name? God damn it, why am I so bad with names? Sometimes I hate myself. There are at least 2 more that I want to draw. I will probably continue this tomorrow, by the way. It's really random. I just feel like giving a little sunshine to people. I don't know. My way of getting happy is making other people happy. You are sunshine. Oh boy. Hey. When your water tastes like coffee because you drank coffee? I read what you guys were saying, fuck's sake. They don't... Wait. You shouldn't block animals from licking you. I mean, I don't mind if it's like my arms, because my arms won't touch my face or anything like that. Mabel! Don't show me your belly, I wanna get up and pet it if you do that. That's why she shows it to me. Why are you so fucking cute, Mabel? I fucking love you so much, and you're gonna be a big sister soon. I'm so excited, I hope you get along with your little sibling. I need reference sheet, please. Give me reference sheet. Where is there no reference sheet? Fuck. Fuck. God damn it. I don't know what the eyes are supposed to look like. Okay, wait, I found something. You know what's the fucking worst? The other day when I had a meeting with my prof, Mabel is usually like quiet when I do my stuff, but the moment I don't pay attention to her and I start to like actually be busy and do something, she will start screaming. And I'm like in the middle of a meeting, and she just like I'm like, Mabel, I'm trying to have a conversation here. Man, it's really bad. He's like a fucking toddler. Oh god, do you guys wanna know something? You guys know that I have an issue with kids, right? So we have a neighbor kid that is like, god, that kid is fucking annoying. Basically, obviously because my parents have horses, they kind of always wanna like, oh, can we go with you? Can we go with you? Can we hold the horse? Whatever, la la la. And then like the other day, she was kind of bothering us because she was like, hey, when I come with. My mother was like, you always stand in the way when we try to get like out with the horse, and then she was like, yeah, I'm not gonna stand away this time. And then I basically told her, listen kid, when I was your age, no, I was even younger than you were, my father almost fucking died because of a horse. He got kicked in the chest. And do you know why that happened? Because just like you, he was like standing right behind the horse. Do you know how dangerous that is? Basically told her, if you wanna be around horses, you gotta keep your distance because you never know when they will kick. It can always happen. You have to expect it with horses because they are prey animal. They're not hunters. They will attack you if they feel threatened. And basically she was like, I don't know, she's kind of scared of me even though I'm trying to tell her all those things with a calm voice and everything. Guess I'm just a scary person, which is nice. I don't know, man. And anyways, I just heard from my mother then later. She climbed down the wall that kind of separates her, where she lives, like the house next door, and our horses. We have like a sand area where they chill and all that when they are home. And she climbed down there. And our young horse is there. And he's like really playful, which can be pretty fucking dangerous. And he is very tall. Like, I'm 160. That horse is a fucking giant. It's even taller than my mother, and my mother is over 170. Spanish horse, really fucking tall. dark and gorgeous and very adorable, but very, very dangerous. Wait, I have to let the card out. Give me a second. Anyways. She climbed down there and obviously she got like in trouble with her mother after that because she was fucking angry that she did that. First of all, because it's not their property. Secondly, it's fucking dangerous. And obviously my mother was really mad at her as well. But like, man, how goddamn stupid can you be? Even as a kid that age, I was smarter. Probably because I had trauma and my father almost fucking died from it, but I didn't tell her that for no reason, man. How can you think, oh, it's a smart idea to climb down, be locked in with that big horse, and you have nowhere to run to because you're a fucking tiny kid. And you can't climb anywhere, you can't hide anywhere, you will be kicked in the face and in your size you will be one shot. Especially with that big horse, he will hit your head, no try at all. Like, really? Ugh. The problem is, like, we would be in trouble for that. Animals get put down because they hurt idiot people that think it's funny to just jump in there, whatever. And I would be furious if, like, something happens to that kid and it's like, yeah, you gotta put that horse down because it murdered our kid. That kid murdered itself, basically. Like, that kid in general is like, I don't know, man. If I would have acted the way this kid did at her age, I would have been locked in my room for at least a week. And I didn't have a PC or whatever back then, and they would have taken everything away from me. Like, I remember at some point when I was like younger, one time I did something, I don't know what it was, that my parents didn't approve of. They basically took my, I think I had a DS back then, like the really old one, away from me for half a year. I didn't get it. They didn't even know where they put it anymore at some point. I knew where it was, but I was too little to get up there. I'm just like, man, I don't approve of those kind of things either, but I don't know. If your kids misbehave in a dangerous way and they don't want to learn, I don't know, man. Gotta figure something out to teach them. Like, I remember I only one time in my life kind of went away without telling my mother, and that was because I wanted ice cream, and we have like an ice cream store around. And before I could buy ice cream, my mother was standing in the doorway with a newspaper rolled up. She didn't hit me or anything, but I was fucking terrified of her. I didn't do anything wrong, I just wanted ice cream. But that thing kind of kept me from ever just leaving like that again. As a kid, I was scared of my mother. I knew that the more silent my mother gets, the angrier she is and the more I am in trouble. Okay, I'm similar to that as well, actually. Like, if I'm really pissed, I will not talk. Because I know that, like, I don't know. I also don't like being mean and all that shit. Sometimes I lash out, but most of the time it's really trying to control myself. I just get angry when I really want to. Like, I only let it out when I really want to, and that rarely happens because I hate being angry. The last time I was very, very angry was with my older sister. And that was also just like, I only do that if I care about that person, actually. And I cared about her back then. So I was naturally really fucking pissed at what she did. naturally. That was the last time I really yelled at someone. Also because I know that I can be very, very fucking nasty if I want to. If I'm mad, I'm not going to hold back on you. Like, I'm usually kind of, I don't know, reserved. Because I know, like, I don't need to hurt people more than they might already be, whatever. Or make them feel worse about themselves. But if, like, in her case, for example, it was like, I don't know, if you're so full of yourself that you don't see your mistakes, I get really angry with people that don't see their mistakes and only point their fingers at others. Can't stand those kind of people. Always trying to find excuses why you're not a guilty one. Instead of kind of like looking in the mirror for once. Yeah, she's pretty much dead to me by now. She fucked up pretty bad. There are multiple reasons why. Like, I talk to her because I have to for work, but I keep my private life and all that kind of stuff pretty much away from her. If she asks, whatever, all that kind of shit. It's none of her business and I don't want her to know. Like, I literally only tell her what I have to tell her. And the rest, not my business. Can't avoid her because after all, she's my sister. And, yeah, well, I don't want to cause more drama than necessary. I hate drama. It's stressful. It's time consuming, energy consuming. It's unnecessary. I hate it. I just want to live my fucking life and be left alone. It's just kind of how my brain functions. And she's like the pure, like she reeks of drama and I don't need that in my life. Absolutely not. I told her that as well though, like when I had that argument with her. I told her, you're fucking dead to me. And I don't care how you act. You can cry and whine all you want. It's like if someone really fucks up, I will tell them. I'm not gonna sugarcoat my words for people. It's actually like one thing my father has an issue with, like the fact that I'm like, I say what I think most of the time. Unless I have a reason not to. And he always kind of hated that about me because I have a mind of my own most of the time. And I can be really rebellious sometimes. I don't know, I was raised in a house where... does she have... oh yeah, she has hair in at the back. I forgot about that. We are not supposed to talk back, especially not to our father. Because he sees himself as like a superior being in the household. To everybody. My mother included. Us talking back, he always gets in a really bad mood. Yeah, well... that happens when parents don't seek out therapy before they have kids. They create kids just as bad as them. not even worse. Traditional house, yeah, pretty much. My mother is a stay-at-home mother who gave up her job because of 5 kids that she didn't want. But my father wanted even more than 5, but she said no eventually, also because she had a few miscarriages. So yeah. Already knowing that she gave up her job for us is like feeling like being a burden at that point. But yeah, well, I respect that, honestly, when mothers kind of have to, or basically decide to kind of give up their life in order to kind of be there for the kids. I mean, she wasn't really always that there for us, but she tried to some extent. That's just what happens when you like already traumatized yourself. I mean, the main reason my parents got married is because my mother got unintentionally pregnant with my oldest brother, and she didn't want him to grow up without a father like she did, because her father left when she was just a kid without saying a word. So I don't know. Like, a lot of times I wonder why they aren't divorced yet, because I don't know, I feel like my parents kind of hate each other. Sometimes they feel like they don't. I don't know, it doesn't feel healthy to me. I just know they made a contract kind of saying that they should ever separate. My father will provide for her because obviously she has nothing. And she stopped working at like 30 or something. Not 28? No idea. I forgot how old my brother is. Always forget how old he is. I even forget my own age most of the time. What the fuck? Oh, that was just my screen, never mind. Like, what the fuck just moved there? One more screen. One more fucking screen, mate. You won't comment on that. Wait, you posted art? Wait, let me check. You old babies. Wow! Which was this grid? I thought you posted a new picture. Never mind. Misunderstood. Ah! Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Okay, wait. Reference pictures. Oh yeah, I forgot the years. God damn it. the maple leaves. Cannot draw. Take a couple passes. Ah, I see. It's westing. Someone is having a lot of fun. That's nice. I don't know what the fuck a maple leaf looks like right now. I have no idea, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm drawing here. This does not look like a maple leaf. This looks like an acorn or something. Wait, is there like an easy variant of a maple leaf I can use? Ugh. Like I know what they look like, but somehow I'm too stupid to draw them. Because they're so pointy. Ironic because I named maple after the maple leaf and I don't know how to draw a maple leaf. Idiot. Stupito. No braino. El gato. El gato! Oh, el gato! This isn't maple leaf enough, then I don't know, man. Oh, yeah. El gato.
Roger, 0J, and I feel fine. Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
This. There we have a maple leaf.
Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the Ever Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
More Spanish. Wait. I just know me gusta. No me gusta. My sister, my older sister, used to go to Spanish school, but
Computers now have primary control.
I don't know Spanish. The El Gato thing is just a meme. And I find the meme weird because whenever I hear El Gato, I think of my streaming device, the streaming capture card thingy, since that thing is called El Gato. Good night, party. I'm actually... I think I'm actually going to end the stream here as well today. I still have to do some work-related stuff. Don't want to stay up all night. If I can fucking plug my mouse and I'm an idiot. I will upload those pictures on Twitter for sure. Probably as well on my Discord so you people can see it. Show me those AI pictures. I think they are cool. I like the concept behind it. Let me see if there's anyone I can raid. There's not a lot of people around anymore, but you know. Who's this? Who's this fella? Ads. I love ads. Can't tell if the... Just got a message. How long is this ad? I don't know. There's no timer written around it. Hello? Jesus Christ, who's bonking me? What was that? Bonk. I don't see how long that ad is. It's not showing me a timer. Oh, okay. There's someone I don't playing Luigi's Mansion. Maybe that is fun too much. Also, they don't have that many viewers. Jesus Christ, man, guys, I can't rate like that if you spam the bonks. Anyways, thank you all for being here today. I'm sorry for the gloomy me in the beginning, telling everything. But I'm happy to be here again, and I hope nothing unfortunate happens within the next time, and there will be new good things happen. And I hope I can hang around with you guys a bit more and decide on what games to play this week and the next weeks. This week will not have a collab with my little sister because she's kind of busy. But next week I will most likely finish it. Stop fucking me. the Kirby game with her. Yeah, we'll see. But other than that, tomorrow will be another art stream, that much is for certain, and I have to decide on the games I want to play for the rest of the week. Other than that, thank you again for being here today. I'm really glad to be back. I'm glad to have you guys here as well. Thank you for understanding that, like, when I wasn't here. I really needed that time. And I hope to see you all tomorrow, the rest of the week. If not, I hope you have a nice rest of the day and all that. And let's go raid. I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Bye-bye. Topa. Waiting to press the button. Pull the lever, crank. Right lever.